I have a question. Did Magellan really sail around the world? Most of us learned in school that he was the first person to circumnavigate the globe. We picture him standing on the deck, triumphant, returning to Spain a hero. But look at this map. Magellan never finished the journey. In fact, his voyage was a disaster of mutiny, starvation, and a death so violent, history almost forgot to record the details. So how did a dead man become the legend who proved the Earth is round? The answer lies in the most terrifying 1,082 days in maritime history. To understand why 270 men would sign up for a suicide mission, you have to smell the air of 1519. It didn't smell of freedom, it smelled of profit. Clove, nutmeg, cinnamon. These spices were worth more than gold. Enter Ferdinand Magellan. He's Portuguese, but his own king rejected him. He's injured, he walks with a limp, and he's obsessed. He goes to Spain, Portugal's enemy, and makes a wild bet. He claims he can find a shortcut to the Spice Islands by sailing west, around the Americas. King Charles of Spain gives him 5 ships, but look at them. The Trinidad, San Antonio, Concepcion, Victoria, and Santiago. They aren't warships, they are floating coffins, leaky, old, and commanded by Spanish captains who hate Magellan. On September 20th, they launch. The Spanish captains are already whispering about mutiny. This outsider will kill us. Magellan is sailing into the unknown with a knife already at his back. Months pass. They reach South America, but there is no passage, just endless coastline. Then comes the winter, Patagonia. The name means land of big feet, giants. But the real monster here is the cold. Imagine the sound, the wind howling through the rigging so loud you can't hear orders, the ropes freezing solid. On Easter night, the tension snaps. 3 of the 5 captains mutiny. They demand to go home. Magellan is outnumbered. This is the moment most expeditions fail. But Magellan doesn't negotiate. He sends a messenger to the rebel ship. While the captain reads the note, Magellan's assassin stabs him in the throat. The mutiny is crushed. One captain is beheaded, another is marooned on a desert island to die. Magellan has reasserted control, but the ocean takes its tax. The Santiago is smashed against rocks. Then the San Antonio, the largest ship with the most food, turns around and flees back to Spain. 3 ships left, and they finally find it, the Strait of Magellan, a maze of jagged rocks and fog. It takes them 38 terrifying days to navigate, but on the other side, silence, a calm, vast ocean. Magellan names it Mar Pacifico, the Pacific Ocean. Magellan thinks the Spice Islands are just a few days away. He is wrong, dead wrong. They sail for 98 days without seeing land. This is where the adventure turns into a horror story. The water turns yellow and stinks. The biscuits crumble into gray powder, crawling with worms. Antonio Pigafetta, the chronicler, wrote, "We ate the ox hides that covered the top of the mainyard." Imagine being so hungry that the stiff, dry leather wrapping the mast looks like a steak. They softened it in seawater for 4 days just to chew it. Then came the rats. Sailors were paying half a ducat for a single rat, but even the rats ran out. Then the gums started to swell, scurvy. The flesh in their mouths grew over their teeth until they couldn't eat at all. 19 men died screaming. Magellan somehow survives. He survives the mutiny, the storms, the starvation. He crosses the impossible ocean. March 15, 21. Land. The Philippines. It's paradise. Fresh water, pork, gold. Magellan has done it. He has crossed the globe. He is safe. But hubris, pride, is a dangerous thing. Magellan starts converting locals to Christianity. He feels invincible. A local chief named Lapu-Lapu refuses to bow. Magellan laughs. He takes just 60 men to attack a force of 1,500 warriors on the island of Mactan. He wants to show off. He orders his men to burn the village. This enrages the warriors. They don't shoot at the armor, they shoot at the legs. A bamboo spear strikes Magellan, then another. The water turns red. The Captain General, the man who conquered the Atlantic and the Pacific, is hacked to death in knee-deep water. His body is never recovered. The locals keep it as a trophy. The survivors panic. They burn the Concepcion because there aren't enough men left to sail it. Only 2 ships reach the Spice Islands. They load up with cloves, so heavy the ships almost sink. The return journey is just as deadly. The Trinidad is captured. Only 1 ship remains, the Victoria. Commanded by Juan Sebastian Elcano, a man who had participated in the mutiny against Magellan years earlier. September 6, 1522, a ghost ship drifts into Spain. 18 men, that's it, out of 270. They are skeletons, barely able to walk, but in the hold they have 26 tons of cloves. The cargo is worth more than the cost of all 5 ships combined. And more importantly, the ship's log proved it. They had lost a day. By sailing west with the sun, they proved the world was round and measurable. Magellan died a failure in the surf of Mactan, but his vision changed the map of humanity forever. So I have a question for you. Would you trade your life to be remembered for 500 years? If you want to discover more lost history and survival stories, hit the subscribe button and catch the next video.